welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. It's the Navy Midshipmen and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And North Dakota State will have the football first as their offense heads onto the field. And they're trusting this transfer senior quarterback to get things going. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. RPO complete to open the drive. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Got it, looking for the first down. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Hayes. He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. There's a crease. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Collins. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking for space. It's Scott. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the fourth down.
And he got just enough of that one. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
The give to the fullback. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Makes one man miss. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
To the air, it's Woodson. That's reeled in, it's Robinson. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the fullback.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. The run inside. It's Bryant. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
So now it's second and long. Running inside, it's Scott. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spotted it. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cruz. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those.
There's some room. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bryant. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And they got it.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive forcing a 3rd and long. You bring on the pass rushers. You get after them in a predictable situation.
The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. All the way out to the 46-yard line before he's run out of bounds, and what a job by this special teams unit. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. To the air. It's Hayes. That's caught. It's Myers. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Caught in the backfield, it's Scott.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They just keep firing. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They boot it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
On the option. Not much happening on that one. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's third down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. Give to the fullback. They make the stop. It'll be fourth down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Midshipman will get things going here on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staff.
Makes the grab in their space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There is nothing that warms the old school heart quite like a good pass-catching fullback.
The big boy that likes to hammer people and block and pave the way. Just sneak him out of the backfield occasionally when you need it and get the first down. Nice catch by the big fella.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on second and short. They'll run the option. Tripped up for the tackle.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Headed for the corner. It's Bryant. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
To throw, it's Hayes. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. Quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They booted away on 4th down. Slips through the line. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes the Navy offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Got a little space, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. After run, now throw. It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Snags it, and there's running room. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Run in the red zone. It's Robinson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll move the tight end. Give to the big fullback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
These are the places of defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Good, right down the boulevard. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish the third quarter. We reach the break, and Navy holds the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pulls and fires complete. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass, it's Hayes. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Unloads quickly. Still running at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, North Dakota State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style. A 74-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And Navy will go back on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. The run inside. It's Bryant. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys, too, and that time, that was a...
Breaks into the open. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Both of these teams off to slow starts this season, desperately needing a victory, and they've got the closing minutes to try to pull it out. The RPO, it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Final few minutes of this game. Two teams looking for their first win. One's going to get momentum. One will have to stop the season from spiraling. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll move the wide receiver. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
The option look. Hard running there. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Right back to it. And he's dragged down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Looking downfield, it's Woodson. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions.
Looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Now on the option. Quarterback keep. Touchdown, Navy! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The midshipmen come right back with a score of their own.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown. Right. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Delayed handoff. It's Scott. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And this is one of those plays late in the game. If it works, everybody's jacked, but if it doesn't, everybody's complaining. You run that draw play, you're down, you need a big play, and you only get a handful of yards. This offense has got to go and got to go now.
Finds a man on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Trying to make magic with his feet. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. Direction good, distance bad. No good. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point in the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody. This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, anytime the Big Ten takes on the SEC, it is more than just about this game. It is about bragging rights and who is the most dominant conference. We'll find out today, guys. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Motion from the wide receiver. Hold and fire complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hansen. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Using the quick game. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
opening line's ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Caught over the middle, it's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Just going to keep it after the snap. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that. Caught, and he's got room. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Ballmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the 2nd level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Beck. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's a frustrating drive.
Thank God, finally someone can play the game the right way in front. Thank you.
Couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Wants to return it. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Trying to move them on the counter. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Finds his man. It's Hansen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Mateer. That's caught, it's Hansen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Quick release on the RPO. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to...
Makes a grab and room to run. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Third down play from the gun. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. Fit it in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going with the counter play here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Pulls it in. It's Howard. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Off the RPO, complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got the back in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Bringing it back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a crease. It's Hansen. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not good.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
Check. 22-90 mountain. 22-90 mountain.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Now the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was...